from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, April 22nd, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. A Hazleton man has filed a federal lawsuit in the fatal shooting death of his brother. Jonathan Garay was shot by Hazleton police in October of 2013. His brother, Edgar Armando Calada, filed a 16-count lawsuit on Monday in the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Pennsylvania. Allentown attorney Robert Goldman represents Calada. Officers Anthony Martin and Aaron Simon, along with Chief Frank DeAndrea and Mayor Joe Yanuzzi, are named as defendants. The city of Hazleton is also listed. The lawsuit alleges items such as physical brutality, unlawful seizure, false imprisonment, assault and battery, and racially motivated misconduct. Garay's sister Veronica also filed a federal lawsuit in the amount of $3 million in damages, claiming that Hazleton police use excessive force against minorities. A retired Shenandoah police chief waived his right to a preliminary hearing last week. 61-year-old Neil Reese is charged with possessing illegal drugs. Authorities were called to Reese's home on December 12th for a report of a cardiac arrest. They found him unresponsive in a recliner. While Shenandoah patrolman David Stamets was checking a list of Reese's medications, he found baggies of suspected heroin. EMS workers administered a drug to Reese which was used for heroin overdoses. He was charged with 1 misdemeanor count each of possession of a controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was set to appear on April 15th before Magisterial District Judge Christina Hale. He opted to answer those charges in Schuylkill County Court. A state grant was approved today to help the water situation in Stockton numbers 6 and 8. State Senator John Udechak and State Representative Tara Toohill announced today that the $2.2 million grant was approved at a meeting of the Penvest Board of Directors. Tests conducted by the Department of Environmental Protection last summer revealed that the unfiltered water system is contaminated. The Hazleton City Authority will install 2 miles of a 12-inch water line that will provide the homes in Stockton with drinking water. Senator Udechak worked with State Representatives Tara Toohill and Gerald Mullery in Hazel Township, DEP, and Congressman Lou Barletta in securing the funding for the project. Those who travel through West Hazleton may have noticed that there's no gas stations in the borough. Well, now there soon will be one. Construction began yesterday at the Wise Markets in West Hazleton. Workers were putting in gas pumps. West Hazleton Mayor Frank Schmidt told WYLN that after years of discussing the possibilities, the borough was happy to be seeing one constructed.
The new gas station is called Wise's Gas and Go. A lot of gas stations closed up because of the new restrictions and everything. It costs to redo them, and people, I guess, figured it wasn't worth the money to redo, and cost too much money to put in new tanks and everything.
Over the years, Schmidt says previous gas stations were shut down because of violations and restrictions, and with one being constructed in West Hazleton, it will make it more convenient for residents.
Well, it's good because you don't have to go now out of town for gas. You have to either go down the valley or deeper into Hazleton and everything. This way it's right here, convenient for all of us.
No word when the gas station will be completed in the borough. An electrical issue caused smoke and flames to close Damon's Restaurant on Route 93 in Sugarloaf Township. An alarm went off at the restaurant around 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Firefighters from Sugarloaf and Hazel Township responded to the scene and had to open a hole in the outside wall to get to the flames. WYLN spoke with Fred Walsh, general manager of the restaurant, today.
On the very front of our building, in between the inner and the outer wall, there was some type of electrical mishap. Caused a fire on the inside of the wall. It required the Sugarloaf and Hazel Township fire departments, frankly, they did an excellent job to take both sides of the wall out. So literally when they left, there was a large gaping hole in the front of the building.
Walsh says everyone worked together to get the restaurant back up and running.
A lot of great help. We had the Department of Agriculture in first thing in this morning, i.e. the State Health Department. They went through, inspected everything, found everything to be just fine. We had we had the Fire Marshal's office here. Everything was fine, and our staff rallied together all this morning, as well as the Ken Pollock people, employees and maintenance people from all around our company, as well as a company called ServPro. And surprisingly, what I thought was going to be a disaster for a long period of time, we've only wind up closing just today for lunch.
A little chaotic at first because we did have people sitting near the fire, but our manager did a great job, got everyone outside and evacuated. The fire trucks came and the chaos turned into everyone being calm, cool, and collected, and we handled the situation, got everyone together as a team, and then came in today, cleaned everything up. We had a bunch of hard workers here today. All of our employees, they just kind of came together when the going got tough. We all worked together and got everything cleaned up and ready to go so we can open for tonight.
No one was injured during the incident at Damon's in Sugarloaf Township on Tuesday evening. A story WYLN first told you about last night on Late Edition. Hazleton City Council voted down a contract with the Firefighters Union. Tonight, our Gary Perna has the details on what firefighters and council are saying about the current status of that contract.
Tonight, for the second time, Hazleton City Council voted down a contract with the Hazleton Firefighters Union Local 507. Council members Mundy, Mope, Sosar, and Cassatt voted no. Councilman Bass was the only yes vote. The main sticking point, healthcare insurance for the firefighters.
The main sticking point comes down to what happens to healthcare in the future. The fire department is not within the boundaries right now of reaching what is called in the Affordable Health Care Act a Cadillac plan, but may very well be there by way of 2018 when it kicks in. This is a 7-year contract they're talking about, and there is a tax on any Cadillac plan that will reach 40% of the value of the plan that the federal government is going to collect if it reaches that point. There's fear of that happening, and how employers have been doing it so far is asking for more of a copay. The copay in this contract is very, very limited. And so what happens is that the city will be put in a position where they will be taking care of most of the premium of the health care, and as well they may even have to shoulder a lot of the tax, if not all of the tax, on a Cadillac plan. And we're in a situation right now we just can't afford that.
Union President Dave Fatula said the firefighters can't strike, so they will continue to work and protect the city, even though they've been without a contract for 4 months. But now they will have to contact their attorney.
We'll contact our labor attorney and we'll file for interest arbitration and hopefully get that expedited and get it in the record and get a ruling as soon as we could, because again our contract was up the end of 2014, so we're now 4 months without a contract, so we want to put this behind us and let the courts decide where we're going to lay.
This is the second time the contract was put before council. Last time, members of council did not like the 7-year deal, along with some language about the health care.
The last time we were here, we discussed the Cadillac tax and how that could, impact the city. We put in an opener that, if it does affect the city, that we could, go back in and renegotiate those issues. But then again, there's other issues that they're talking about with co-pays. But again, that's all in negotiations. You're negotiating pay, you're negotiating term, you're negotiating health care. That's all one big package. You're just not going to be able to piecemeal different things just to satisfy, 5 people.
Both Fatula and Sosar say they will now have to wait to see if the contract goes to arbitration.
Time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe, rain in our forecast, but how much can we expect over the next few days?
Well, overall, you know what? We're still going to have to deal with this unsettled weather pattern even as we go into tomorrow. But after that, I think things are going to clear out quite nicely. But still, looking at temperatures, a little bit cool for this time of year. Now, we did have some showers out there, some rain. You see that moving from west to east. Still some more precipitation out in central and northwestern PA. And, a little bit of a wintry mix even occurring with some of those chillier temperatures that we continue to have. Live 35 Skycast Doppler, a couple of showers here and there, pretty much scattered. And temperature-wise, it's kind of cool. This time of year, 46 in New Angola, 51 in Berwick, 51 in Bloomsburg, and 50 degrees in Monoy City. What can we expect over the next 7 days? I'll have the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on Schuylkill County opening up its first compressed natural gas filling station. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
With today being Earth Day, representatives from Trillium CNG held a ribbon cutting for the first compressed natural gas filling station in the area. WYLN's Gary Perna has more from Schuylkill County.
Today, a new compressed natural gas filling station was opened in the High Ridge Industrial Park. The filling station is being used by companies like Wegmans and Lowe's that have major distribution centers in the park. Charles Kuntz is the vice president of Trillium CNG, the company that owns the filling station, and said today, Earth Day, was the best day to have a ribbon cutting for this event.
So CNG is compressed natural gas. It's the same natural gas that comes out of your the burner for your stove at home, or to supply your heat at home. But in our case, we compress it up to as high as 4,000 psi and dispense it into these vehicles who use it as a fuel in lieu of gasoline or diesel.
Kuntz said the area was perfect for a filling station because of the high traffic.
Well, we chose High Ridge Industrial Park as much because of the customers here that were willing to commit to CNG as anything else. It's a great location. It's surrounded by a tremendous amount of trucking, warehousing, infrastructure, and distribution centers. And the companies here, represented by folks like Lowe's and Wegmans, were willing to make the commitment to CNG, and we were excited for the opportunity to provide them with the infrastructure.
Schuylkill County Commissioner Chairman Frank Stoudemire was also on hand and said this is a great thing for the area.
Fortunate here at High Ridge to have Fortune 100 companies, Fortune 500 companies, such as Walmart Distribution Center, Lowe's, and Wegmans, and various other companies in the park, and all of the thousands of jobs that are associated with that. This is a support service that just adds to and enhances the park because it's a cleaner burning fuel. It's a fuel that both Wegmans and I believe Lowe's also uses, and I think it's going to be the future fuel as we go down the road.
Wegmans has a large distribution center in the park and now operates 2 CNG trucks. We spoke to one of the drivers who said the new trucks are much better and much cleaner than the diesel ones.
Originally we were on diesel fuel. Diesel fuel is more expensive than compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas that we're switching to right now is a lot cleaner fuel. And Wegmans Food Market is dedicated to anything they can to preserve the environment through our recycling programs and whatnot. So this naturally was just a further step in our initiative to save our environment and to be a better partner within our communities that we work.
Mears said having a fueling station right here is great. Now they don't have to go as far.
Our fueling station right now is only approximately a quarter of a mile from our warehouse. We travel with these trucks approximately 400 to 450 miles a night, per driver. There's 2 drivers per truck. So we're putting on some mileage on them, and so far we're impressed with what we've seen.
The compressed natural gas is supplied to Trillium by UGI. For more information on CNG, you can go to trilliumcnginvite.com. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast, plus details about the upcoming Memorial Day Parade in West Hazelton. Stay tuned. More is headed your way, including sports, here on WYLN.
Tujac Cycle and Power Sports is your power sports authority. Here you'll find a brand selection that can't be beat. From 2 wheels, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, and on the water too. Plus, Tujac has the apparel and accessories to make you feel like a pro. So hold onto your seat and rev it up. At Tujac Cycle and Power Sports, Cole Street, Wilkes-Barre, your power sports authority.
Can I use this in my kitchen?
What's your amperage? Get a multi-tester on your positive lead. If it's wired 3-phase sequential and grounded right, it might work. You'll need these for the install.
Shocked by customer service these days?
Amperage?
Service Electric Cablevision has the ultimate entertainment experience. Let our friendly team hook you up with a new whole home 6-tuner DVR. Record up to 6 shows at once, then access everything from any TV in your home. Service Electric Cablevision. It's all about you.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Here at Classic Floor Covering, we take pride in all our works of art. Take a look at a few. Classic Floor Covering. Who do you trust for your floor covering needs?
Well, we got a mix of clouds and sunshine outside, a little bit windy, cool, and this cool weather is going to stick around over the next couple days across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. On to the weather map for today. We did again have some showers across our area and kind of got that brisk, chilly conditions with those stiff winds that continue to affect our area, and even going into tomorrow, still a chance of some more showers across our region. Still some showers out there, live 35. Skycast Doppler, we got some scattered ones here and there across our viewing area. And again, this pattern is going to stick with us even as we head into tomorrow. It's chilly out there, 48 degrees. Our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazelton. And with those winds out there, it's actually making it feel a little bit colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. Well, you want to be across the northeast right now because out toward the west, this time of year, talking about temperatures in the 30s, a little bit of a wintry mix with some of those showers from Bradford out through Erie and Franklin and Pittsburgh. Temperatures only in the 30s to near 40 degrees. But as we go toward the northeast, it's 51 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 46 in Mount Pocono, 56 in Philadelphia. So that's an indication of some colder air on the move, and it's going to be getting here very shortly. Notice those winds even up in the Wyoming Valley area where temperatures holding near 50 degrees. Some of those showers even through Wisconsin, Michigan, got the rain and snow showers mixed. Definitely temperatures being below where we should be for this time of year. And still a chance, maybe a couple of showers as we head into tomorrow. And then I think we'll start to dry things out. Notice these temperatures, very chilly, even going into tomorrow. And tomorrow night could be dropping down into the 20s for nighttime lows. So some chilly air sticking with us for quite some time. We're just going to have to wait a little bit till we see at least a little bit of a warm up in our forecast. Here's a look at the 7-day extended forecast and what we can expect over the next couple of days, only in the 40s tomorrow, and as we go into Friday, we'll be lucky if we hit 50 for Saturday. In the 50s, and maybe as we start going into the middle part of next week, we finally get back up into the upper 50s. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers are pick 284 to pick 3283 and to pick 44526. We'll have more for you coming up after the break.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Tennyson's Incorporated Machine Shop in Hazleton and Whitehaven. They specialize in automotive, industrial, and small engine parts. If you want reliability and quality, go to Tennyson's. Call them at 570-455-7761 or in Whitehaven, 570-443-9513. The Wiltsey Center is pleased to announce their 5th anniversary birthday gala, Saturday, May 2nd at 6:30 p.m. at the Historic Castle in Hazleton. To begin the celebration, the Mahoney Brothers will present Jukebox Heroes Live, a recreation of many of your favorite rock and roll icons. After the show, continue the celebration with light refreshments, which are included in the price of your ticket. Tickets are on sale now and can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com or Boscov's in Hazleton.
The Borough of West Hazleton is hard at work planning for its upcoming Memorial Day Parade. The borough, along with the VFW Post, are teaming up to put the annual parade together. Committee members have been meeting since February to discuss organizing the program, booking speakers, bands, and military units.
Last year was really pretty good, the turnout and the parade and the program, and every year we try to get a little bigger and a little better, and it takes a lot to put into it. It takes, like I said, a few months to put it together, and but basically the main theme of it is honoring those who have fallen defending the United States of America and our way of life, and we hope to continue that tradition.
Commander Clavia encourages the public to come out and support both active and retired military members of the community.
I'd like people to come out and watch. Maybe 9 o'clock might be too early for some people, but we pushed it back. We used to start at 8:30, but we thought maybe if we moved it back to 9 o'clock to start the parade, there might be more of a turnout for the parade. And like I said, every year the parade seems to get better, and every year we try to get more for the parade, and next year we hope to have even more military assets available.
The parade is scheduled for 9 a.m. on Monday, May 25th in West Hazleton. It begins at the VFW and travels on Broad Street through the borough. Coming up next, Eric D. Baradinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
The Helping Hand Society's annual telethon will be held Saturday, April 25th, live from the Laurel Mall in Hazleton and broadcast on WYLN TV 35. Enjoy local and regional entertainment all day Saturday from noon until 11 p.m. The Helping Hand Society telethon live from the Laurel Mall in Hazleton on WYLN TV 35. A night at the races, April 25th at Elks Lodge in Hazleton. Doors open at 6 p.m. Racing starts at 6:30. $5 a person includes food and admission. Come join the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation for a fun night of horse racing and delicious food. Proceeds go towards expanding and supporting the Beads of Courage program at 4 Pennsylvania Children's Hospitals.
For just one afternoon, rather than gentlemen, start your engines, it was gentlemen, start your wind-ups. Yesterday, the third annual Dover versus Pocono celebrity softball game was held at the home of the Trenton Thunder and featured the previous two Daytona 500 winners, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Joey Logano. Logano admitted he had never played baseball before Tuesday, but he captained Team Dover to a 12-6 victory. Earnhardt lost in softball, but captained for the track that he won both races at last year.
Last year was the first time I ever won at Pocono, so it's a great feeling to finally win there because I've been going to that track as a kid in the summertime for years. And then I had no idea we were going to sweep, and that was a big surprise. So, and it's such a difficult race to win. Joey knows it's you can get that track position late in the race. It's real hard to get around the leader, and you're not going to drive from 8th into the lead and win the race on the last restart. You got to be up toward the front and just trying to position yourself there the whole race is a real challenge.
Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have more from Junior and Logano's day on the diamond. Now we transition from celebrity softball to high school softball with a look at our weekly power rankings. Tamaqua and Wyoming area each with one conference loss in at numbers 4 and 5. Number 3 Pottsville unbeaten in Division I of the Schuylkill League, but suffered a loss to our number 1 team. Holy Redeemer still perfect in Division III of the Wyoming Valley Conference. And defending state champion Minersville suffered an early season loss, but are clicking now on their quest to repeat. Lady Miners are number 1. Shifting to baseball, number 5 is Hazleton area with a good chance to jump on this list. North Schuylkill number 4. Last week, number 3 Hanover had their 43-game divisional winning streak snapped, but still plenty of talent on the Hawkeyes. And Pottsville and Wyoming Valley West currently ruling the Schuylkill League and Wyoming Valley Conference respectively. Spartans take the top spot for now. And once again, most of the local sports schedule wiped out, with teams hoping to pick things up back tomorrow. A look at tonight's game, starting with a rubber match in the minors. Last night, the Iron Pigs snapped the Rail Riders' 4-game winning streak, 6:35 first pitch in Music to claim the first series between the two this year. In the pros, the Phillies' Cole Hamels making his 4th start of the season yet to pick up his first win. Yankees get the league best Tigers on the road, while the Cubs go for their 3rd straight victory against Pittsburgh. Stanley Cup playoffs, the Rangers and Pittsburgh aiming to take a 3-1 series lead over the Penguins. Crucial for the Pens to get off to a strong start in that one. And in the NBA, the Hawks, Grizzlies, and Clippers all at home and looking to go up 2-0 in their respective series. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
At Cuck's Turkey Farm, we are family owned and operated for over 45 years, and we consistently strive to produce premium poultry. We offer the finest all-natural country poultry, antibiotic-free, all-vegetarian fed with superior white meat yield and exceptional flavor. So we invite you to experience the unique natural taste of our poultry for your enjoyment and your health. Give us a call or stop in today.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, here's a look at our Live 35 Skycast Doppler. You know what? We got some showers across the northeast, but as you head toward the northwestern part of the state, yeah, some pinks, some blues, some snow, a little bit of a mixture of precipitation. In fact, as I show you these temperatures, that's where that colder air is, and as a result, when you see that colder air with temperatures only in the 30s, instead of the rain, you get that mix and even some snow. Ahead of those colder temperatures, generally in the 50s to near 60 degrees. So enjoy it before this colder air that you see out west heads toward the east. And of course, this inclement weather, on and off showers, has been with us the last few days. That's going to stick around even as we head into tomorrow. But then after that, things get a little bit nicer because then we start to dry things out. But still going to be kind of cool across our area. No significant warm-ups. anytime soon. And we got 50s right across the board. And some of those overnight lows, 20s and 30s. Yeah, this time of year you could still get below freezing. Got to be careful if you want to get outside and start planting. You don't want to plant too early, because then you have to go re-buy those plants.
That is our planting tip from the day from Chief Meteorologist.
Huh?
We appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, no, anytime.
All right. Well, I know that you played in that game, so...
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in my effort. Team Pocono fell 12-6. Came up to the plate, bases loaded, and I flew out to the warning track. So close to helping the team win, but we lost. But a fun time, great time.
All right. Well, that's all that matters. That's all that matters when it comes down to it. Have a good night, everyone.
Check your mic again, Aaron.